evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Stoughton High School girls basketball on Stoughton Media Access. I'm Dan Snyder to bring you tonight's action of the MIAA Division II South Sectional first round playoff matchup between the visiting 9 seed Dighton-Rehoboth Falcons and the host team, the 8 seeded Stoughton High School Black Knights. Both teams coming into this postseason matchup at 12-8, but took very different roads to get here. Before we get into that, let's meet your starters for the Black Knights. Crowd here tonight, obviously the most excited crowd we've had all season for this first round playoff matchup. The Dighton-Rehoboth Falcons come in at 12-8, led by two freshman guards, or two freshman forwards. Not something you normally see from a team, but losing most of their seniors last year after their early exit from the playoffs. Two freshmen led by Anna DiGirolamo, and Emily D'Ambrosio. We'll get into more of their seasons later, as a quick shot from Stoughton is no good, and the Falcons will take over. That's D'Ambrosio up top now. Stolen away from right, and she'll take it back the other way. Finds Hyacinth in the corner. Hyacinth, one of those Stoughton guards who's had to step up huge after the injury to Cheyenne Trin earlier on in the season against Sharon. And an early bucket, and Stoughton takes the early lead, 2-0. We mentioned the Falcons coming into tonight's game at 12-8, starting off the season on a very high note, almost the favorites to win the South Coast Conference. As we have a tie-up, possession arrow come back to the Falcons. We mentioned the Falcons starting off the season at 8-0, heavy favorites in the South Coast Conference. Hit a bit of a schneid as they went toward the end of the season, losing 8 of their last 12. Ending the season at 12-8, but here they are in the playoffs as the 9 seed, coming into a tough Stoughton environment. DiGirolamo up with the 3, no good. Rebound tipped away by Motley. She comes away with it. And she'll find Hyacinth, who takes it up the court. It's Leah Wright in the corner. Gets the screen from Motley over to Hyacinth. Works it inside the Motley. Motley no good on the turnaround, but gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Foul goes against Megan Reed. First on her and the Falcons. First shot, no good.
Foul number 23, Megan Reed. That's her first personal foul, first team foul.
Second is good from Motley, her first points of the ball game. Stoughton applying an early press defense here to start off the first. As D'Ambrosio has the ball up top, one of their 2-star freshmen. Rebecca Howard working down low, tries to work it inside. Ball finds the hands of 33 Gwyn Tatton. She'll go to the line to try to get the Falcons on the board for the first time in this ball game. Foul went against Lindsay McDonald. First shot good from Tatton.
Lindsay McDonald, that's her first personal foul, first team foul.
Second free throw no good, and McDonald avenges her foul, comes down with the rebound. It'll be Motley taking it up the court, or Wright, excuse me. Works it into Val Whalen, one of the 2 senior captains for the Stoughton squad. Wright drives, blocked by Reed. Reed, the big center, down low, standing at just under 6 feet at 5'11". Her presence will be known down low. McDonald to inbound. All the way out to Wright and finds forward Hyacinth. Almost loses the handle, regains it. He throws the ball over the head of Wright. It'll be Falcon ball, 5:56 left in the first. D'Ambrosio will be doing the bulk of the ball handling for this not so deep Falcons lineup, only having 8 dressed tonight. One of their senior captains, their only senior captain, Kendra Oliveira, went down earlier on in the season with an injury, has been out since, which may have contributed to the bit of a slide from the Falcons this season. Traveling call will give the ball back to Stoughton. It'll be Hyacinth inside to Val Whalen, quickly double teamed. One of the main offensive weapons on the Stoughton team will see some attention all night on defense. As Wright gets the ball slapped away, but Hyacinth finds it. Over to McDonald in the corner. She likes it over there, but doesn't neglect to shoot. Ball swung around up top to Wright, who drives. Euro inside, gets the friendly roll. 5-1 Stoughton here. 5:07 left in the first. Girolimo, the other freshman star on this Falcon team. Has the ball on the wing, all the way across to Ambrosio, who works it inside to Reed. And Reed, who gets fouled.
Megan Reed will go to the line, shooting 2.
Call that a shooting foul, as Reed will go to the line for 2. Stoughton's second foul of the night. As it goes against senior captain Val Whalen, her first.
Foul number 14, Val Whalen. That's her first personal foul, second team foul.
Reed good on the first. Back iron, no good. Whalen comes down with the aggressive rebound. It'll be Stoughton coming back the other way. Right on the wing to Hyacinth. Jumper from just inside 3, no good. And a bit of confusion between the refs, but the ball will go back in Stoughton's hands after bouncing off of Reed. 19 left on the clock as Hyacinth shot attempt caught nothing but air. Whalen to McDonald. McDonald using the hometown roll to get that to go. Her first bucket of the game. It'll be 7-2 now. As Ambrosio is guarded hardly by Wright. Able to stay out of the double team. She'll get the ball back up top. Swing it over to Rebecca Howard. Out to Girolimo for the shot, no good. Tough rebound from Megan Reed. Excuse me, that was Gwen Tatton with the rebound. The jab set from Ambrosio, who kicks it inside. That's Megan Reed, and she'll go back to the line.
Megan Reed will go to the line, shooting 2.
Foul went against Jordan Motley. That was her first.
Personal foul, 13 foul.
As Mariah Harris checks into the ball game, averaging just under 3 points a game in her 18 appearances this year. Second free throw from Reed is good. 7-4 ball game, 3:35 as the ball bounces off the foot of Wright. And it'll go back to the Falcons' hands. D'Ambrosio to inbound. And Rebecca Howard up top. Dighton working the ball around. Trying to find a seam inside. Not a lot of size on this Dighton team. As Ambrosio throws up the 3, it's good. We've got a tie ball game here. Stoughton back the other way, pass inside from Whalen. Attempted to Whalen, finally finds her hands after it bounces off the defender. Shot goes up from Harris, no good. Tatton with the strong rebound. Falcons back the other way. The steal attempt from Motley, no good. Ball slapped away by Motley. And Wright will take it up court. Stoughton had the early lead in this game, up 7-1 after a couple fouls and a 3 from Ambrosio. Falcons have tied this game, and a bit of sloppy play from Stoughton on offense right now. Wright will take it back up top to reset. 10 on the shot clock. McDonald in the corner. I mentioned she likes it there. Can't get the roll. Whalen comes down with the rebound. Had a fresh shot clock, but the jump ball will keep it in Stoughton's hands. 2:28 left in the first, tie game. McDonald to inbounds. In the corner to Wright, or to Harris. Double team stolen away from Ambrosio. Finds Tatton inside, she drives, lays it up, gets fouled.
When Tatton will go to the line, shooting 2.
And 4 quick fouls here in the first quarter for Stoughton as Tatton will go back to the line. Back iron, no good.
35, Jordan Motley, that's her second personal foul, 4th team foul.
As Hannah Holden will check into the ball game. Jordan Motley takes a seat with 2 quick fouls. Second free throw up, back iron, no good. Gets her own rebound, nobody boxes out the shooter. Falcons will have a fresh shot clock here. It's Reed in the corner, guarded by Holden. Falcons get it outside to D'Ambrosio. Howard left all alone for 3, backboard no good. Banks aren't open this late in Stoughton. Tatton comes down with a rebound as Falcons working around, a 3-ball no good. Very quickly, Motley up to right up to Harris. Harris lays it in for 2. 9-7 here, 1:38 left in the first. No subs yet in for the Falcons here as they're not sporting a very deep lineup, only dressing 8. 3-ball from the Girolimo off the top of the backboard, out of bounds. Wright not taking her time to get up the court, even with the lead here late in the first as she works it inside to Whalen. Whalen blocked again, twice from one from Tatton, one from Reed. But nothing doing on the possession as Falcons will bring it back the other way. D'Ambrosio had the open 3, elected not to take it. Over to Howard, works it inside to Reed. Reed took one too many steps before putting the ball on the floor, gets called for the travel. As the Stoughton crowd reminding her that she's not allowed to do that. It isn't the rules of basketball. Harris up top, 45 seconds left. Wright for 3, no good. McDonald comes down with the rebound. Right side iron, no good, and Holden just not able to keep her feet in bounds. The ball will go back to Rehoboth. Checking into the ballgame was Jenna Barros, junior guard. As Tatton's trapped up top, Whalen comes away with a steal off the tip from Wright. Harris by herself, lays it in for 2. 15 seconds left as D'Ambrosio is going to hold for the last shot here. Over to Rebecca Howard. She shoots the 3, 3-ball no good. Holden comes down with the rebound, only 5 seconds remaining. Got to make a shot here. McDonald not able to get the 3-ball away from just beyond half court. And Stoughton will go into the second quarter up 11-7. We mentioned these two teams that have the same record, but finding very different ways to get there. The Falcons starting their season off at 8-0, then losing 8 out of their last 12 to finish at 12-8. The Black Knights starting off 1-7, and then after the injury to Cheyenne Trin and Sharon, it looked like their season was all but over, but that win spark-plugged the Black Knights. Third-year head coach Charmaine Steele-Jordan said something to her team during that game, and they got back on the winning ways, winning 11 out of their last 12. That one loss coming away against Foxborough in Foxborough. No shame there, as they are the #1 seed going into the postseason. But other than that one loss, the Black Knights have looked very impressive, especially in their last 5 ball games, winning all 5 of those games by double digits in most of them, and then having key players that have gone down and then having other players step up to fill those roles. Head coach Charmaine Steele-Jordan implementing that next women up mentality, if we're going to be PC about this, that when Trin goes down, other players have had to step up, one of those being Sydney Hyacinth, who has stepped up huge for the Black Knights, filling in her role. As we start the second, it'll be Harris, Motley, Whalen, McDonald, and Hannah Holden, the same 5 that ended the first quarter to start the second. For the Falcons, Megan Reed up top, baseball-style pass to Deanne Bercia, who drives over Whalen. No good, and Whalen comes down with a tough board. And you can tell she's feeling it. She's aggressive early on in this game, more so than she normally is.
Foul number 12, Emily D'Ambrosio. That's her first.
Foul goes against number 12, Emily D'Ambrosio, her first, second against the Falcons tonight. And Hyacinth checks back into the ball game, taking the place of Mariah Harris. Hyacinth up top. Aaliyah Wright works it inside to Val Whalen. Turnaround jumper, good. Val's first bucket of the ball game, 13-7. Early stages of the second. The Girolamo no good on the jumper. Stoughton back the other way. Here's Wright. Wright no good. And very quickly, Wright making up for her mistakes on the other end with a defensive steal. And Stoughton very quickly back with possession. McDonald drives, quickly double team. Out to Hyacinth, no good for 3. McDonald comes down with the rebound, puts it right back up, no good. And another offensive rebound, but she'll get called for the travel. Does Aaliyah Wright. Aaliyah, her first year with the ball club, didn't play her freshman year. Maybe trying to get some of the nerves out of her. Her teammates have been saying that she stepped up huge in her first season with the team. 3 ball from Girolamo, good. 3-point ball game, 13-10, as Holden can't handle that pass. A little too strong. It'll go back to the Falcons here, 6:22 left in the second. Falcons very quickly inside as Megan Reed can't get that one to go. She'll go back to the line. Free throw attempt good from Reed.
Number 13, Lindsay McDonald. That's her second personal foul, team foul.
Second foul against McDonald, so she'll take a seat. As Haley Egan checks into the game. Second free throw, no good. Holden with the rebound. Stoughton back the other way. Right, quickly stolen from Girolamo. As D'Ambrosio drives, she'll get fouled. Go back to the line, the Falcons will.
Emily D'Ambrosio will shoot 2.
And very quickly, Stoughton already 1 foul away from the bonus. Not something you want to do, especially in a playoff game, is give your opponent free shots at the line.
Foul number 20, Hannah Holden.
First free throw good.
Personal foul 6.
First foul against Hannah Holden. I mentioned Stoughton 6, 1 more and they'll be in the bonus. Second free throw, no good. Hyacinth comes down with the rebound, take it back the other way. Catches her pivot foot. Steal, anyway, ball all around the floor. Bodies flying everywhere. The Girolamo goes up for the layup, lays it in. Stoughton takes the quick lead, 14-13, 5:47 left in the second. It's the Falcons' first lead of the game. Two very different postseason stories as well for these two ball clubs. Dighton-Rehoboth have gone to the playoffs their last 3 seasons, but have been exited very early, both losing in the first round. And Stoughton, this is their first playoff appearance since 2013, where they were able to upset the 5 seed at the time, Westwood, on the road, and then hosting Foxborough, but fell to them in the quarterfinals. Coming out of the timeout on the floor for the Black Knights. Wright, Egan, Hyacinth. Lexi Baptista making an appearance in the game as well. And Val Whalen round out the 5. Kick ball, Stoughton keep possession, fresh shot clock. Hyacinth up top, averaging 4.5 points a game, but a season high of 17 in that 5-game winning streak, that game coming against KP. Girolamo a little overzealous on the steal. Stoughton has numbers. She quickly gets back on defense. Stoughton very patient on the offensive side. Whalen no good. Shot clock did not reset as the ball never hit the rim. And Baptista with the happy feet gets called for the travel. Charmaine Jordan on the sideline telling Baptista just put up the shot next time. Falcons beating the press very quickly, and a good inside pass to Megan Reed. Didn't want to put up the shot. So Falcons work the ball back around outside. Stoughton hands very aggressive on defense. 3 ball from Howard, back iron, no good. Whalen and Girolamo fighting for the rebound. It'll stay in the Falcons' hands with a fresh shot clock. 4:44 left in the second. D'Ambrosio left all by herself in the corner. 3 ball, no good. Wright came down with the rebound. And foul goes against 21, Rebecca Howard. Her first foul and only the 3rd against the Falcons. They've been trying to work the ball into Whalen all night, and most of the time they're just getting stolen away from. Whalen left held in check for most of the first half, only with 2 points right now. And a jump ball, and ball will go back to Stoughton. Hyacinth taking the ball up, passes it over to Wright. Valen trying to get position down low, guarded closely by Megan Reed. And a steal from D'Ambrosio, takes it all the way, gets fouled. Aaliyah Wright not happy about it. It'll be D'Ambrosio going to the line. D'Ambrosio, one of the 2-star freshmen of this Falcons team, averaging just over 10 points a game at 10.8. Excuse me, at 8.3 points a game. Her freshman teammate, Hannah Girolamo, with 10 points a game. And after the made 3 throw, quick steal, but give it right back to Stoughton. And quick shot there from Hyacinth to get Stoughton back on the board. Their first points of the quarter here. And we've got a tie ball game, 15-15, as the Stoughton crowd reminding everybody that she is only a freshman. So bright future from Stoughton as we look toward the next few years. Jump ball, possession arrow points toward the Falcons, so they'll keep possession with a fresh shot clock. Working the ball on the outside. Not a lot of size from this Falcons team, so they get a lot of their shots from the outside. And they look to cut quick on the inside as well if they are going to go to the bucket. They rely heavily on the 3 ball as well, but that one no good from the Girolamo. And Hyatt's a little too overzealous on the pass, flying out of bounds, and the Falcons will take possession. As DeGirolamo will take a seat and Jenna Barros will check back into the game. 5'6" forward, she's a junior. D'Ambrosio goes down hard as the Falcons unable to come away with a bucket on that possession, and could have called an and one on that one, but refs letting that one go as Wright goes to the bucket for a hard 2 points. Stoughton takes the lead 17-15 here, just under 3 minutes remaining in the second. It's been a back and forth ball game here for the most part. Stoughton taking the early lead. Falcons fighting back at the end of the first, taking the lead early in the second, but it's Stoughton with a 2-point lead. Kickball violation against Wright. Pass out of the hands of Jenna Barros. Stoughton will take over.
Timeout, Falcons.
As Deb Sherritt will take her first timeout of the game. 17-15, 2:49 left in the first half. Coming out of the timeout for Stoughton will be Harris, Hyacinth, Baptista, Whalen, and Wright. Jordan Motley still remaining on the floor for the entirety of the second quarter as she exited the game early with 2 fouls. Same thing with Lindsay McDonald, also 2 fouls as Stoughton finds themselves in foul trouble early. Wright drives from the wing, no good. Baptista in the corner. Floater, no good. Gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. And that goes against Gwen Tatton, her first foul. Free throw attempt, no good.
That's her first personal foul, team foul.
Be the 4th foul against the Falcons tonight. Baptista no good on the second free throw as well. Whalen not able to put the putback up, but diving hard to the floor. Gets a little help from Ryan Donahue, the AD here at Stoughton. He's done a tremendous job over his tenure here. Helps Whalen back to her feet. She's okay. She's a senior. She's tough. Falcons coming back the other way. D'Ambrosio up top. Over to Howard in the corner. 3 ball, no good from Howard. And you don't need me to tell you that. The Stoughton faithful will tell you what happened. And a stoppage in play as the refs will converge. Not quite sure what they're talking about. I think Charette was looking for maybe a tip ball from Stoughton on that 3. That would explain the wayward arc on the shot. And it looks like it was tipped off a Stoughton defender. So the ball will go back to the Falcons. 18 on the shot clock here. Does not reset as they never technically lost possession. Inside of Tatton, ball wrestled away from Whalen. And the jump ball will go back Stoughton's way. 1:59 left in the first half. A tight ball game here, only a 2-point game. 3 ball, good from Hyacinth. She's got 5 in tonight's game, and Stoughton breaking it out a little bit, up 20-15 now. The Girolamo, double team from Hyacinth and Wright, gets the ball over to Reed. Tatton goes down hard, but back up to her feet. She looks to be okay, coming up a little slow, but won't call it dirty play though, we'll just call it aggressive playoff basketball. Whalen is known to be an aggressive player, and this being possibly her last appearance as a Black Knight, not leaving anything on the floor. She'll exit the game with 2 fouls as well. Tatton goes to the line. First free throw is good. Tatton's second point of the ball game. Two for 2 from the line, 20-17, 1:35 left in the first half. Stoughton will look for the 2-on-1 here. But no good on that shot attempt, but they'll get the ball back with a fresh shot clock. Just look for them to bleed the clock here the rest of the second half, or the first half. Right in the corner, guarded by Howard. Almost stolen away from D'Ambrosio. Over to Harris in the corner. Shot no good. Wright will find it. No good on her shot attempt as well. Neither shot hit the rim, so they never got a fresh shot clock. But a jump ball will put the ball in the hands of the Falcons anyway. Just over a minute here as the Falcons take the ball the other way. Becca Howard up top. Ball stolen away from Hyacinth, and Harris comes up with it. Harris all alone, lays it in for 2. Harris has 6 points in this game now. And another steal from Wright. And Harris coming back with it, lays it up again. 2 quick buckets. Sharon will take a timeout. 24-17 now is the score with 43 seconds left. And 2 quick possessions, 2 quick buckets from Harris. And the Stoughton crowd is as loud as it's been all night. Well, what was a close game, no more than a minute ago, Stoughton had a 17-15 lead. Hyacinth with a quick 3, Harris back-to-back steals and breakaway layups puts Stoughton up by 7 here. 30 seconds left in the first half. It's DeGirolamo up top, works it over to fellow freshman D'Ambrosio. Now Rebecca Howard. Back to D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio to quiet the crowd for 3. Rattles in and out, no good. Stoughton will look to hold for the last shot here. The shot clock's turned off. The ball kicked off the foot of Gwen Tatton. 9.1 left on the clock. Harris will inbound for Stoughton. Harris inbound, stolen by D'Ambrosio. Inside the DeGirolamo. DeGirolamo lays it in for 2, 20-24-19 now. The 3 ball just short from Hyacinth. And Stoughton, in their first playoff game since 2014, finds themselves with a 5-point lead, 24-19. You're watching Stoughton girls basketball on Stoughton Media Access. And welcome back to the second half of the MIAA Division II South Sectional first round playoff matchup between the 8 seed Stoughton Black Knights and the 9 seed Dighton-Rehoboth Falcons. Score right now 24-19 as Stoughton start off with the ball. Val Whalen working hard on the inside. Layup no good. McDonald back into the game after 2 early fouls. Hyacinth just not able to corral the loose pass. Backcourt violation will put the ball back in the hands of the Falcons. Stoughton starting off this game with an early 7-1 lead, and then basically back and forth throughout the rest of the first half. Stoughton would take a bigger lead, Rehoboth would come back, Stoughton would take another lead, Falcons would come back. D'Ambrosio trapped almost, be able to get the ball out. Now back in her hands, swings it on the inside to Gwen Tatton. Tatton down to Reed. Got to put a shot up here. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Reed able to get the shot off, but travels just beforehand. Ball go back into Stoughton's hands. Take you back to the first half. Mariah Harris led all scorers with 8, including 2 back-to-back breakaway layups to close out the second half. For the first half, followed closely by Sydney Hyacinth with 5. And on the Falcons side of the ball, freshman guard, no surprise here, Dighton-Rehoboth with 7. Foul went against Megan Reed, her first against the Falcons in the second half. Whalen free throw, no good, and as she normally does after missing a free throw, escapes the line, checks back in. Second free throw is good from Whalen, her first points of the second half here. 25-19, just under 7 minutes left. Wright and Whalen on the press defense double team. Dighton-Rehoboth able to escape it. Finds Rebecca Howard, that's it back inside to Reed. The Girolamo shot, no good. She wants it again, but Hyacinth closes out. Dighton-Rehoboth will reset up top. Inside the Girolamo.
Foul number 4.
And that foul goes against Sydney Hyacinth. That's her first, and the first against Stoughton in the second half.
Team foul.
Mentioned the Falcons, a young team trying to adapt to the pressure that is postseason basketball here in the Division II South Sectional playoff bracket. A bracket led by Foxborough as the 1 seed. They'll be playing tomorrow night against 16-seeded Milton, and the winner of that game will face the winner of this game, a task that neither of these two teams are looking very forward to, as Foxborough is nothing short of a powerhouse, blowing out most of their competition, including the Stoughton team earlier on in the season. They've actually beaten Stoughton twice this season by a margin of 30 points per each game. Whalen, while she was driving, had the ball swatted away. It'll stay in Stoughton's hands, 20 seconds on the clock. A 2-ball, foot was on the line. Good from Stoughton, 27-19. Because that's that corner that McDonald loves. And a steal from Stoughton as Motley is back into the game. Start the second half, lays it in for 2. She's got 3 in this game now, and Stoughton has taken a quick 10-point lead. Shot attempt from Tatton, no good. Motley comes away with a rebound. Hyacinth to Whalen, kicks it out to Wright. Wright for 3. Roof may have came down if that ball went in. Whalen comes down with the rebound, no good. Wright taps it to herself, no good. A lot of empty possessions, a lot of empty opportunities there from Stoughton as they counted 3 offensive rebounds on that one possession, but nothing doing from it. Falcons back on the other side. Swinging the ball around outside. Again, their height, their disadvantage. Just one center above 5'10", and that's Megan Reed, whose shot attempt was no good. It's right the other way, a little too strong off the back iron. Whalen's attempt no good. Again, another offensive rebound. Gets it swatted away from Tatton. And the ball will go back in the hands of the Falcons. 6 offensive rebounds in 2 possessions, not something second-year head coach Deb Sherritt likes to see from her Falcons defense, as they've had the opportunities to shut Stoughton out, but just not taking advantage of it. 10-point ball game, 4:50 left in the third here. Ball swatted away from Motley, but unable to keep it in bounds. As leading scorer Mariah Harris will check back into the game. Whalen will take a seat. Can't imagine it being for very long as one of the 2 senior captains on this team. Easily a leading minute player on this Black Knight squad. Meanwhile, Falcons swinging it around outside. The Girolamo 3, back iron, no good. Motley, or Wright comes down with the rebound. She'll take it back the other way. Over to McDonald. McDonald wants to shoot. Can't get the shot up. Hyacinth 3 blocked. That was Emily D'Ambrosio. You don't see a lot of 5'5" guards getting blocks, but register one there against the 3 from Hyacinth. Falcons back the other way, and a cut inside from Gwyn Tatton. She'll go to the line to complete the and one. 29-21, 4:12 left in the third here.
Third personal foul, second team foul.
As Val Whalen will check back into the game, replacing fellow senior captain Jordan Motley. Free throw good from Tatton. She's got 6 tonight. Whalen cutting to the basket. Shot attempt no good, but resulted in a foul. She'll go to the line. First free throw from Whalen is good. Foul goes against Megan Reed. She'll take a seat after the foul, her third. So Sherrod looking to get her team, without this much depth, some other minutes. Second free throw from Whalen is good. She's got 5 tonight. Stoughton's got a 9-point lead. As a ref tried to allow McDonald the inbound, but quickly caught his own mistake as Falcons will rightfully take possession. And D'Ambrosio, trapped in the backcourt, beats the press with the help of DeGirolamo. And they'll be on the right side of the court, but 12 seconds on the shot clock here, so a quick possession as Harris, a little too overzealous on the steal attempt, get called for the foul. Her first foul and the third against Stoughton, so very similar to the first half. Stoughton in quick foul trouble here. As the Falcons will start with a fresh shot clock. Tatton on the inside, rolls to the basket, can't get the layup to roll in though. As Hyacinth will come back the other way. Finds Harris in the corner. Over to Wright. Back to Hyacinth. Wright on the wing for 3, back iron no good. McDonald and D'Ambrosio fighting for the rebound, and a jump ball will put the ball in the back of the hands of the Falcons. (31-22), 3:10 left in the third here in this MIA Division II South Sectional first round playoff matchup. 8 versus 9 seed. Stoughton, the home team. The visiting Falcons from Dighton-Rehoboth. As DeGirolamo for 3. She's got 8, tying Harris for the seat for the leading scorer title tonight. Falcons down 6 as they generate another turnover. It's Harris kicking the ball off her own foot, out of bounds. Stoughton very aggressive on their press defense yet again. The entirety of the second half, Falcons have had to try to fight the press. Able to do so yet again here. And another aggressive foul, this time the victim, Anna DeGirolamo, at the hands of Mariah Harris. Harris's second foul. 4th against the team, and she'll take a seat, and Jordan Motley will check back into the game. DeGirolamo in the corner, 3 ball no good. Whalen with the rebound. And Wright will set up the offense, gets the screen from Whalen, elects not to take it. Hyacinth inside to Motley. Motley with a beautiful spin move, working around Barros, lays it in for 2. 33-25 game, just over 2 minutes left. Motley's got 5 tonight. Foot on the line, that'll be 2. No good. Ball tapped away by Hyacinth, but Falcons able to regain possession. D'Ambrosio up top, guarded by Wright. They've been squared off against each other most of tonight's game. Rebecca Howard, 3 on the wing, no good. As McDonald will let Dighton-Rehoboth chase that one down, and it'll be Black Knight ball. About 90 seconds left in the third quarter here. Hyacinth this time takes the screen from Whalen. And maybe a little retribution there from Dighton-Rehoboth, as she felt she was pushed by McDonald in the opposite corner.
Foul number 21, Rebecca Howard.
Excuse me, that was Rebecca Howard on the foul.
13 foul.
As she'll check out of the ball game, and Ashley Damon will make her first appearance of the game. 5'5" guard, she's a sophomore. Right, going to the left, no good. Whalen with the rebound. And she'll get called for the travel inside the chaos. Not happy about it, but ref's call is the ref's call, and Falcons coming back the other way. DeGirolamo driving, guarded by 3 Black Knights, able to escape out of it. Finds fellow freshman in the corner. Back to Anna up top. Over to Dighton-Rehoboth. Double team from McDonald and Hyacinth, able to break out of it. Damon just inside the 3, gets trapped, able to find her way to the basket, blocked from Motley. 40 seconds left. About 1 possession each remaining here, it seems. McDonald up top. Back to right. Corner to Hyacinth. Hyacinth for 3. 3 balls good. Her second 3 of the game. And she joins Mariah Harris as the only 2 Black Knights with 8. And Anna DeGirolamo with the help of getting up with the help of Emily Dighton-Rehoboth gets called for the travel. 19.7 left on the clock here. Stoughton likely holds for the last possession. They find themselves up 11, 36-25. Hyacinth up top. Falcons working the 2-3 zone now. As McDonald, she loves the corner. Her teammates tell her, keep shooting it from there if she likes it. Another bucket from there. She's also got 8. And the Falcons not able to put up a shot attempt before the buzzer. And Stoughton finds themselves with a 13-point lead, 38-25. You're watching Stoughton High School basketball, Stoughton High School postseason basketball on Stoughton Media Access. Those starters are back on the floor for Stoughton as we start the 4th period here. 38-25. Rounding out the 5 for the Black Knights, Whalen, McDonald, Wright, Motley, and Hyacinth. Quick jump ball. We'll put the ball back in the hands of the Falcons as they look to chip and claw their way back into this game, down 13 in this do-or-die Division II South Sectional playoff matchup. And turnovers like that are definitely not going to help them. I mentioned the Falcons, a young team, not a lot of depth. Only 1 senior on the active roster right now. And that senior was Kendra Oliveira, who was hurt earlier on in the season. And it looks like they're going to count the basket, even though Megan Reed went down hard. So Leo Wright will be at the line after the injury by Reed. She was able to walk off under her own power, so best wishes to her. Free throw attempt, no good. As Aaliyah eventually comes down with the bucket, lays it in for 2. She's also got 8, so some distributive scoring here from the Black Knights here. And look for the Falcons to try to get back into this ball game. I mean, they rely heavily on the 3. It hasn't worked for them too well tonight. Not able to establish a presence inside. You can thank Val Whalen for that one, causing havoc. She goes to the line, and she'll get the and 1. As Stoughton starts to pull away in this game. Now a 19-point lead. And the foul will go against Gwen Tatton. That's her 2nd and the 5th against the Falcons tonight. Well, you guessed it. Val Whalen, 8 points as well, so give that 4 starters for the Black Knights right now, all with 8 points, so able to spread the ball around. Pass knocked out of the hands of Jenna Barros, and Whalen will come down with it.
Timeout.
And before Barros goes to the ground, Stoughton able to get the timeout. 45-25 here, 6:36 left in the fourth. We mentioned the winner of this game will play the winner of the 116 Milton-Foxborough matchup. Should Milton pull off the upset, the path for Stoughton would look pretty favorable to reach the semifinals. But again, Foxborough, powerhouse in this postseason bracket, and just been steamrolling all their opponents this year, including Stoughton twice. So if Stoughton's going to make it to the semifinals, pending the outcome of this game, it's going to be a tough task to ask. But nonetheless, it's a bright future for the Black Knights. They'll be losing Whalen and Motley at the conclusion of this season, but a very young team and a lot of players who have stepped up and are getting that postseason experience that is very valuable, especially toward the end of the season. So the future's looking bright for the Black Knights. A lot of freshmen and sophomore getting some valuable minutes here, and pending the outcome of this season, they'll be looking toward next year to build and just continue to get stronger. Out of the timeout, same starters back on the floor as Wright goes down hard. Spun herself out and hits the floor, and the foul will go against Gwen Tatton. That'll be her 3rd foul and the 6th foul against Falcons. One more, they'll be in the bonus. Stoughton will be up in line. Right now, it's McDonald to inbounds. Out of the hands of Wright. D'Ambrosio will hopefully start the comeback for the Falcons. Been pretty quiet here in the second half. Only scoring 6 points in the entirety of the 3rd quarter and the 4th quarter combined. Rebecca Howard in the corner finds DeGirolamo. To Howard, back to Girolamo. Shot attempt no good, may have been tipped from Wright. Outside to Howard. Howard 3, front iron, no good. As Motley comes down with the rebound and finds Sydney Hyacinth, and she'll look to slow things down. 5:30 here, 20-point ball game, 45-25. Whalen up top, slowing things down. Inside to Motley. Good defense from Tatton there, keeping her out of the paint. This one, we mentioned her name, gets the steal. Able to acrobatically step over Whalen as to not step on her. Shot attempt blocked from Motley. Jenna Barros checks back into the game. Tatton will take a seat. Bounce pass inside.
Foul number 35.
The foul will go against 35, Jordan Motley. That is her 4th foul. So she's got to be careful with 5:02 left in this game. And the 5th foul against Stoughton. Ball stolen away from Hyacinth off the inbound, 2-on-0 break. She's by herself. Easy 2 for Hyacinth. She's got 10 in this game now. First scorer to double digits here for either side. 3 ball, no good from DeGirolamo. Hyacinth back the other way. Gets it knocked away from D'Ambrosio. Wright able to corral the loose ball. Whalen drives in the inside. Finds McDonald on the corner. Front iron, no good. Ball tipped out of the hands. That was off of Motley last. As Megan Riley will check into the game for the Falcons. Rebecca Howard will take a rest. DeGirolamo up top, swings it out to D'Ambrosio. Corner, Jenna Barros, no good. Rebound, finds the hands of to Girolamo. Her shot no good. Stoughton back the other way. Whalen in the corner, all the way across the court to Wright. Wright will tuck it under our arm. Shot from Wright, no good. Made a good cut to the basket to open up that possession, or that shot attempt. Not able to get it to go. And if you're the Falcons, you got to start throwing up shots now. You can't just afford to have these empty possessions. You're not only burning the clock, but you're coming away with no points, and then you end up turning the ball over, and that's not going to help your cause either. Hyacinth up top, inside to Whalen. Hyacinth, shot no good, just off the front iron. McDonald trying to get the rebound, tried to take on 3 Falcons to get so. Riley comes away with the rebound, leads the charge. And back to a 20-point ball game. 47-27, less than 3 minutes left in this first round matchup. Aaliyah Wright, good for 2. She joins Hyacinth. 2 scorers with 10, and another turnover from the Falcons, and could be just about all she wrote here. Their fans did travel faithfully for this first round matchup, filling the capacity of the visiting side here. As this gym can't hold too many patrons, but they found a way to fill it up as Hyacinth take the jumper off the back iron, no good. And Whalen and Riley tried to meet a couple of the fans as they went diving into them for the loose ball, but ball tipped off of Whalen last, and it'll be the Falcons' ball. 2:30 left in the game. As the crowd roots for Haley Egan to check into the game, and they get their wish as Charmaine Jordan sends her to the scorer's table. Haley appearing in the majority of the games for the Black Knights this year and scoring a season high of 14 points. And as a broadcaster, you're prone to making mistakes. That was not Haley Egan who's checking into the game. She's already in the game. Haley Stone checks into the ball game for the Black Knights, who also has appeared in 20 games for the Knights, but only eclipsing a season high of 2. But again, just another puzzle piece to this Stoughton team that's been rebuilding. This is supposed to be a rebuilding year, but they find themselves with a 22-point lead here in the first round of the MIA Division II South Sectional playoffs. And pending a Herculean effort from the Falcons, they'll find themselves in the second round against the winner of Foxborough and Milton. Free throw from Megan Reed is good. She's got 6 points. 6th foul going against Stoughton in the second half, and it's a way for Stone to get on the scorer's table, but you don't really want fouls next to your name. Second free throw from Reed is good. She's got 7. As Harris will make her first appearance in the second half here. And it'll appear to be Sydney Hyacinth's last appearance in this game. She'll take a seat toward the end of the bench. Likely finishing the game with 10 points, and she's done nothing but step up for this Black Knight team since the injury of Trin. And Harris going to the ground for the rebound, joined by Megan Riley. Jump ball will put the ball in the hands of the Falcons. Down 20 here with 1:41 left in the fourth. Shot attempt no good, but she'll get fouled, and I've never heard a crowd cheer so much for a foul. As Haley Stone will go to the line. She'll have 2 shots here. Haley Stone, one of the 3 seniors on this Stoughton team, who they will be losing at the conclusion of the postseason. second free throw attempt from Stone is good. So she'll get herself on the scorer's table. As Lexi Baptista almost comes away with a steal. D'Ambrosio from the wing, 3 balls good. Her first points of the second half here, and for Stoughton to shut off not 1 but 2 of their leading scorers contributes to the success that they've had in this game. Ball just out of the outstretched arms of Haley Egan. Backcourt violation will give the ball back to the Falcons here. 1:14 left, 50-32. And unfortunately, this was kind of a downward trend to end the season for the Falcons. They started their season with 8 wins in 8 games, well on their way to the favorites of the South Coast Conference, but losing 8 of their last 12, including 4 out of their last 5, came into the postseason on a bit of a schneid, not exactly what they wanted to do going into this game. Free throw attempt from Reed, no good. Stoughton on the opposite end of the spectrum, starting off the season at 1-7, turned things around after Trin went down. That next woman up mentality that Charmaine Steele-Jordan, the head coach, has instilled in this program. Reed's second free throw is good. She's got 9 in this game now. Like we mentioned, Stoughton, after that 1-7 start, winning 11 out of their last 12, make the postseason, host the postseason game after they didn't think that was possible to start off the season, and then find themselves with a 17-point lead here in the first round. And depending on what happens with the Foxborough-Milton game tomorrow night, they'll be hosting another playoff game if Milton can pull off the upset. But looking forward, that Foxborough team is going to be a tough task, but it's something that Stoughton's going to have to step up for if they want to continue in this postseason run. D'Ambrosio passes up the 3. Finds Reed on the inside. Riley shot no good. D'Ambrosio comes down with the rebound. Bodies falling all over the floor again. Shot clock, game clock, just 2 seconds off. Reed passes out of the double team. Riley in the driving hard of the basket, gets fouled hard. Foul goal against Baptista.
Megan Riley will shoot 2. Foul number 10, Lexi Baptista. That's her first personal foul, 18 foul.
The first foul against Baptista, 8th foul against Stoughton. Riley 2 for 2 from the line. 50-35 here. 15-point ball game, but you can hear the crowd, and it might not be in the best spirit, but we'll say that they're wishing the Falcons a hearty goodbye. As the clock hits 0, Stoughton will celebrate their first playoff victory in 5 years. 52-35 here. Leading the way for Stoughton was Val Whalen with 10, Mariah Harris, Cindy Hyacinth, and a whole mess of Black Knights finishing with 8. They'll move on to the second round and face the winner of the Foxborough-Milton matchup. Dighton-Rehoboth Falcons will finish the season at 12-9, but they'll be looking to rebuild for next year as they have most of their starting lineup returning, plus the 2 freshmen in D'Ambrosio and Girolamo to come back. Meanwhile, Black Knights, as we mentioned, will move on to the second round. Face the winner of Foxborough-Milton. For Dan Snyder, CJ Mullen on camera, and Jeff Pickett, you've been watching Stoughton High basketball on Stoughton Media Access.